Hey guys, welcome back. I would say it is your Tuesday mini-sode series, but this is a special edition for Women Crush Wednesday. And guess who's your Women Crush Wednesday? Me. Yes, truly, Double Dose of Missy, your favorite host here for Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast. And for today, this is going to be a special edition for this week. It is, like I said, Women Crush Wednesday, but it's kind of like a hybrid between an episode and a mini-sode. So this is going to be a mini dose, which I did one of those last week, I think it was. Okay, so here we are. I wasn't going to leave you hanging this week, but it's not going to be a full episode. This is going to be real short and sweet. It is just a little moment of me with you guys. And if you haven't noticed already, well, here it goes. This is me coming to share with y'all a moment of what I am present with, a deeper look into my soul, but let me spit some fire at y'all real quick. Well, and I'm gonna spit some fire at myself too. Okay, so I wanted to bring to the table a real quick conversation. It's nothing too deep, too crazy, too out of this world, but I do think it's important to bring it to light. On last week's full episode 75, with my guest Sweet Mentee, I gave a little on the surface, like a little not too crazy, just right at the surface, a little insight on recent recent issues with my body. My body has been talking to me, and I did say, when there's stressors involved and things like that, your body will talk to you. So I'm gonna take you guys real quick to the year when I was 22 years old. I had Marcus when I was 21. Actually, I may have been 23. And during this time, I was not well. I was actually very, very sick. I was not doing well at all. It started definitely while I was still not a single mother. But it had been brewing. The stressors, the trauma, the situation, the fights, all of that. It affected me physically. It affected my health, in which I had to have emergency surgery after a 2-week hospitalization, in which I was fighting a whole infection, this whole thing, for me to even be able to have a surgery, because due to this infection, I wasn't even able to have surgery immediately. The surgery at the end ended up being to remove my gallbladder, and I was just not well, right? It was definitely triggered by and linked to stress and everything that I was going through. So now fast forward to the age of 35. And this is me spitting some fire at y'all real quick, but also spitting fire at me too. Because if I cannot keep it all the way raw with myself or with y'all, then why the fuck am I doing this show to begin with, right? And I feel like sometimes, and you guys already know this, I'm able to be my hype person, but I'm able to also put myself in check. Like, I'm able to check me. I'm able to, question me. I'm able to do everything that I need to do for myself. I'm able to fucking do it in good times and in bad, right? Now, I say that to say, recently, and by recently, I mean maybe in the last 6 months, I've definitely been dealing with a more persistent pain, with a more persistent um, effect to certain movements, to certain activities, to certain just, again, stressors, traumas, quote unquote, in which I've been feeling a particular physical pain. And as I look back to it now, the pain did worsen with time. The pain got worse. The pain was far more consistent, far more intense. The pain was very directed in a particular areas. And while I realize now that throughout all these months, I've been trying to reason with this pain, and I've been trying to figure out, well, what could it be, and here I am linking it to my monthly visit, my girl time. And here I am linking it to, oh, I have big breasts, so my back is going to hurt. My back has always hurt, there's just so many ways I tried to, quote unquote, downplay this pain and just find all other possibilities except that my body was talking to me. And after what I went through recently, I realized that this has been happening for some months. And after speaking to my physician about what happened to me recently, I realized that this, in fact, was happening for quite some time. It just recently, I was able to release it. So let me give you a deeper look into my soul and my body right now. And let y'all know what the fuck I'm present with and why I'm just a tiny bit pissed at myself. And this is why I'm spitting all this fire at me. I'm putting myself in the fucking hot seat and I'm addressing me. And while I'm at it, I'm addressing some of y'all if y'all not paying attention to your body. You guys already know I've definitely been on a little bit of a struggle trying to get back into a routine and a consistent pattern for working out, eating healthier. I have been doing a really good job getting back into my intense cardio to try and shed these pounds that I gained during the pandemic. But never mind that, because I know if I did that once, I could do it again. I know I can. Here's where I fucked up. While I've been focused on another transformation, I have not been paying attention to the natural transformation that my body was already doing. So I have been dealing with a pain, like I said, a pain centered on my lower abdomen and my back. A pain that I thought, like I said, linked to women time, girl time, me time, the monthly visit, or big breasts, right? I just posture. I thought it all had to do with that. About 2 weeks ago, there was a time frame of about a little over 24 hours in which this particular pain was so intense. Now, let me be very frank with you guys. I am very extremely tolerable to pain. But when I tell y'all tolerable, I tell y'all, like, when I'm in labor, I don't say a word. I just breathe. Like, I refuse to say anything when I'm in labor. That's how much I tolerate pain. Let this be known, with or without epidural. That's how much I tolerate pain. So for something to hurt me, it has to be fucking painful. And even when something hurts me, it's not that drastic. Like for me, like I still am able to tolerate it. It's just, more intensified. And I say that to say, in that, what was it, like 30 hours, maybe 36-hour time frame of this pain getting intensified and just being more persistent and consistent during this time frame. I was like, what the fuck is going on with me? Like, I was Googling shit. Don't Google shit. Don't Google symptoms. I was like checking my calendar, like, y'all, could this be a fucking miscarriage? When was the last time I had sex? Like, I was like really going in on myself, like trying to figure out what was wrong with me. And at that moment at night, when it was finally time for me to go to bed, mind you, I had gone to work. I worked throughout all this pain. And I've only been at my new job for about a month. Okay. Keep note of that. I came home, and since the pain taker wears, I said, well, let me take a Tylenol, and I did. Now, if you know, you've been tuned into these episodes, you know why I hesitate to use any type of painkillers. And so I really didn't want to, but I had to. I felt like I had to. So long story short, I took it, and I felt like this one last sharp pain. It felt like a fucking needle. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then the pain was gone. Fast forward to the next day, I wake up, go do my thing like a young lady does, and tinkle, and I wipe, and boom, what's there? A fucking stone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is a fucking kidney stone. The fucking shit looked like a tiny baby tooth, like one of the ones that I kept when Marcus lost his baby teeth, like one of those motherfuckers. I took a picture of the damn shit. I Googled the image. It was a kidney stone. I sent the image to my physician. She finally got back to me. Sure enough, it's a fucking kidney stone. It's a small kidney stone. I'm not going to hold you on that. It's definitely a fucking small kidney stone that caused all that fucking intensified pain. So unnecessary. So out of place. I had to check the kidney stone too. Anyway, but it was a kidney stone. And in deeper conversation with my physician, because I did get some scans done well over a month ago because of this quote unquote back pain that was getting worse back then. And it's been doing so for the last maybe 6 months. And talking to her and just discussing so many things, right? We came to the conclusion that this very much so could have been caused by a certain level of stress as well, amongst other things, but definitely stress contributing to it. And I realized that, and I'm like, well, it could not have been in 1 month because I had just started this job, and this job, I'm not feeling stressed out. I'm good. She's like, no, no, no. She's like, it's not because of the new job. Funny enough, you finally were able to release it. Your body was able to release this kidney stone all out on its own since you've been at the new job. She's like, usually when these type of things develop, it's not just from one day to the next. Sometimes it takes them months to develop, meaning a kidney stone. She was like, and so if you've been stressed out all these months too at work, and it's been to the point of such intensity, it may have caused you kidney stones, and this is why you've been feeling the pain you've been feeling. This is why you have not been fully okay. I do have more tests to get done, and I do have to have a follow-up with my doctor. And the reason why while it may seem so common for people to have kidney stones, right, or get gallbladder removed, the truth is, and as common as it is, it doesn't mean that we are to take it any less serious. It doesn't mean we just take it lightly. Like, it's nothing. All people get this shit done all the time. I mean, I'm sure, but that doesn't mean we don't take care of our bodies. That doesn't mean we don't care for them so much that we pay attention to what the fuck they're telling us. For 2.5 seconds, I realized to what extent I had been ignoring me. I have been ignoring my body because of an unhealthy, toxic, unfit environment, work environments that I was in. And it is only now in the last month, in a new environment, in a new space, in a new place, in a new role, far, far less stressful, okay, that my body is now talking for itself, and my body is screaming out to me like, bitch, this shit needs to go through, because if not, you fucked. And it went the fuck through. It worked itself out. My body worked itself out with its with its natural ways. It had nothing to do with me because I was not paying attention to me. I was not paying attention to what my health was telling me about everything that I have been allowing to happen to me, everything that I have been going through, everything that I have been pushing through. It was not me realizing at all. It was just my body doing it for itself. And what's crazy with that, and I realize more and more, is that as much as I preach here to protect your energy, protect your space, protect your mental, protect, your name, protect your brand. And I preach all that shit. I absolutely the fuck do. But y'all know what else I need to protect? And this is where I had to come down on me. I spit some fire at me real motherfucking quick, and I'm doing it with y'all too. Where I failed was that I did not protect my body at all. I did not put it first. I'm here talking all this shit that your body's your temple. I'm here talking all this shit about getting back into training, working with my personal trainer, trying to shed these pounds again. I'm talking all this shit about the respect and the love for one's body, right? And I neglected it. I forgot all about it. I forgot that my body speaks to me, and I've been in tune with my body for so long, and I lost my way in these past few months in such an unhealthy workspace that I ignored me. I failed me. And this is where I'm spitting fucking fire, because I am still a little bit upset with myself. And I feel like the only person responsible and to be held accountable for this bullshit is me. And I need to give myself not only the space, not only the grace, not only, the time that I may need, right, for it all, but I also need to give myself those pep talks. You know what I mean? I talk about, doing my affirmations in the morning. I wrote about it on an ebook. I put my post-its up. But as much as I'm reading it, as much as I'm seeing it, as much as I'm repeating it, I'm realizing more and more that my body was not fully there. I was not connected to my body. And the reason why I wanted to be so honest with y'all on this is because A, this is Double Dose of Raw Talk, and I'm going to keep it all the way raw with y'all. B, on this platform, we get comfortable being uncomfortable, and no topic is ever off limits. And so here we are. And C, I would be a disservice to y'all, and this platform would not fit into your life if I wasn't all the way truthful to y'all about certain life experiences that I've definitely been going through, because you never know who the fuck is going through it too. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I wanted to remind you guys how important it is for you to pay attention to that body of yours. It's always fucking talking to you. And if you do not listen to it, it is going to act out until you do. And that's just gonna hurt. And that's my word on that shit. That's my fire for today. I wanted to be very upfront with y'all. I was not going to address that. I said it last week on episode 75 with my guest, Sweet Minty. Okay. Free the nips, embody it. Okay. I said that once I get confirmation, I would share with this platform. And I think there's no better opportunity than this week that I decided to take it a little bit easier with y'all and give myself the breather, because my son is back and I'm settling in with him and I'm spending time with him too. But I wanted to let y'all in on this. Hey, you never know. Okay. Before closing out this episode, I told y'all this was going to be a mini dose and it's all the way raw. Okay. And you know what? If y'all want to fucking yell at me too, y'all can yell at me. Y'all know where to reach me. Y'all know where to find me. Y'all could come at me. Hey, have y'all dealt with this shit too? Let me know. When was the last time your body spoke to you? And did y'all pay attention? Let me know. I want to be able to give you guys quick reminders as well when it comes to certain things, certain collaborations, certain partnerships that your girl Double Dose Misty is working on before we close this out. So without further ado, here is a formal and official announcement. Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast has her first official sponsor. Burr, 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 burr. We have Cannabis Queen of Queens with my girl Sully. She has been a guest on this show, but she is a mompreneur, entrepreneur, Latina-owned business, Black and brown business, canna mom, canna blends, canna friendly. Okay, she's doing her damn thing. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Her cannabis blends are no joke, okay? They helped me out for sure. And shout out to you, because I do think they definitely helped me get through some of the toughest and most painful days that I was experiencing in the last couple of months with this body ailment that I was dealing with. So shout out to those blends. Some of my friends have definitely recommended it to them. They've tried it. They loved it. Y'all, you don't want to miss this collaboration or this sponsorship. Double Dose of Raw Talk officially has their own discount code for their sponsor, Cannabis Queen of Queens, for you to go to her Etsy page. I will link the page in the show notes for you to go and follow. The coupon code for your purchase is DDRT20 to get 20% off. If you follow the link directly, you will go right into her main page and just add real quick your product to the cart and purchase it. Shout out to Sally for this. I'm so grateful that you decided to partner with me on this. So dope, so amazing, so honored that I am that you would give this to me and to my listeners. So y'all seize the fucking moment and go make your purchase. Again, that code is DDRT20. You go to Etsy. Under Etsy, it is actually Canna, Canna, Queen of Queens, one word. Purchase her blends. You will not regret it. It is a way to just zen the fuck out. A great way to have your self-care, to just be in peace. Be wavy real quick. Calm, cool, and collective. You don't want to miss this opportunity. As well, Cannabis Queen of Queens has partnered with Double Dose of Raw Talk and Another Shot podcast for a giveaway for anyone who has signed up and will be coming to participate to Sunday, August 22nd, Rockaway Beach Cleanup Day. That's right. You heard me. Anyone who has already signed up and will be coming to participate is automatically entered. You still have time to sign up and come help us out on Sunday, August 22nd to clean up Rockaway Beach. And you will be entered into the giveaway for Cannabis Queen of Queens for one of her blends, which we are hosting and sponsoring as well. And most importantly, if you are not able to be in New York City or come support hands on, get your hands dirty with us, y'all, we will have beverages and snacks too. Don't get it twisted. All right. You can actually also donate to this cause. What does that mean? That means that myself, Daisy, for Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast, and Shay and Chris from Another Shot podcast, we have also funded this event with certain little goodies that we'll be giving you guys. And shout out to all the sponsors. We'll be definitely listing all of them as well in the next mini-sode or full episode on DDRT as well. Shay has been hustling to get these sponsors, and amazing work by my very own personal Shiro, my girl Shay. Shout out to you. But yes, there's still time to enter the giveaway, guys, so don't miss this moment. Don't know how to do it. There are certain rules. Ask me how. Reach me on social media. You guys do not want to miss this opportunity. It will be shipped to you. And the last little plug that I'm going to do before I go, y'all, we are going to close out pretty soon in August. And come September, there's going to be some fun new merch on the Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast. So seize that moment too. Go to the show notes. Go to doubledoseofrawtalk.store. Get your merch ASAP. It is the signature logo merch. You don't want to miss this opportunity because I'm going to switch things up pretty soon come September. And you can still support with a copy of my ebook, My Journal to Self-Love. So important, given the fact that I totally failed myself, despite the fact that I know how to practice all this shit and pay attention to me. But then again, that's my journal to self-love and building and rebuilding my confidence, right? More to come with my journals. You guys do not want to miss these upcoming projects that I have with my writing and my ebooks. Please go support. Be up to date with my little journals, and you don't want to miss the next ones coming up. And as always, guys, I am here to thank you for always showing support and love and collaborating and partnering with me. Y'all, there is so much more to come. Double Dose of Miss T with Double Dose of Raw Talk is creating collaborations and partnerships with business partners, not just friends, but with business partners too. There's so much that I want to do. If you guys already heard last week's mini-sode, Pay It Forward, there is so much opportunity to give back, and it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. You can give back with time and with gratitude. So here's a quick call to action, y'all. I said it last week and I'll say it again. Y'all, figure out ways that you can help out your environment, your community. Figure out how to give back. Figure out how to represent where you come from and what you have to offer and where your success is today, and how you can execute that so effectively to be role model to people who don't know you from a hole in the wall, but you came out from the same neighborhood, the same communities that they are still in, and you could rep for that success story. You could rep for your own story and how you got there. But most importantly, you're giving back. Whatever that means, however that looks, you are giving back. Don't forget that there are people out there who are always going to need the help, and we could be those people to give it. It costs us nothing. Again, thank you guys for always showing support. This is a quick mini dose. I told you I was coming here to spit some fire at y'all real quick, but most importantly, spit fire at myself. Not my proudest moment, but I wouldn't be Double Dose of Miss C and keep it all the way raw if I didn't share it with y'all. And as always, guys, this has been another week and another episode or mini dose or mini-sode on Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast, y'all. I'm your host, as always, Miss D. And of course, you'll tune in next week. Talk to you later. Bye.